The numbers?
My favourite number is number 1, because I prefer to be number 1 as well.
I like everything to be multiples of 9.
I've always been a fan of 3 for some reason, I don't know why.
If I set my alarm clock, it's got to be...
No, I didn't know that, not the alarm clock.
It's got to be a multiple of 9.
Fine.
There's not much I haven't seen when it comes to habits. I like to think of myself as a connoisseur, but occasionally, even I'm impressed.
I'm Josh, I'm 20 and I'm from central London. I do it every morning, without fail. It makes me feel warm, you know, inside and out. My habit is drying my body with my hairdryer. You'll be very surprised where my hairdryer can reach. I'm not gonna lie. There was a time when I just put deodorant on and I was blow drying literally like the underneath of my arms, and you know, obviously deodorant is very flammable, and it overheated and burnt the underneath of my arm. But it's fine, nothing that some moisturiser can't fix. It's so much faster than drying yourself with a towel. Towels, so last year. If I didn't blow dry my body in the morning, I'd feel incomplete. Don't knock it till you've tried it, because it is pure genius.
25% of people we asked said they'd already tried the full body blow dry, and a further 50% said they were now going to give it a whirl. I tried it with hair straighteners and ended up looking like a pink barcode. Public transport. What could possibly go wrong?
Wants me to seek assistance. I haven't done it in 27 years, I'm not going to start now. I'm just going to keep pushing it until it goes through. It's just typical of the world, isn't it? Broken Britain, this is. Ooh.
Just follow a few simple rules, John, and it'll all be okay.
I'm already slightly awkward about where to stand here, because usually I'd go down the bottom end, but the guy who's down the bottom end looks a bit weird, so I've kind of been forced into being in the middle of two groups of people. But that man looks like he would talk to you, or just sort of wee around you while you're standing there, so I'm just going to wait here. I want to be right at the end, really, then I can go and sit behind the driver, like the geek at school. I'm well happy with this. And there's a bank of 4 to the side of me, plenty of room for someone else to have. I reckon I'm going to be clear all the way to my destination. There was a slight incident where a man came and sat diagonally opposite me. What he then did is lifted his leg onto the opposite seat, boxing me in with his groin. This is a very threatening gesture. Just stared at his groin for a bit, he got uncomfortable, he walked off. So, it's a tactic. I mean, it's 50-50, sometimes that's going to backfire, but initially, the groin stare is one I will go for again. The ideal seat passenger for me is a small man, about 5'2", bald, so there's no hair's going to go on me. A little buck, so he's compact, he's in his area. I don't want beard, I don't want sandwich. Just had a major incident on the train. There was a wasp got on the train. Didn't have a ticket, he had no business being here. I'm just glad I'm tucked in a corner, because I was sort of loosely not involved, but that was carnage on the train. If I'd kicked off, I'd have got in with the driver, locked the door behind me.
It's not rocket science, people, it's all in the planning. So I've got nothing but respect for this lady.
My name's Sam, I'm 25 and I'm from Kent. My habit is organised. It means I'm always prepared. My habit is that I'm a practice packer. I'll put everything in the suitcase, making sure it all fits in, and I can do it up, then I take it all out again. And that way, when I've done the final pack, I know I've got absolutely everything I need. With regards to my clothes and things like that, I like to lay them out in actual outfits. And it's almost like categorising the clothes. So now we could move on to some of the smaller items. I'm like Mary Poppins with luggage. all-important pyjamas. I always put them near the top because when you get somewhere late and you want to go to bed, you don't want to be having to root around looking for your jammies. I'm an absolute nightmare on the day of travel. I get very, very jittery about travelling. The routine helps me settle a little bit more. Once the practice pack is complete and I know everything fits in nicely, then take it all out of the suitcase. My practice pack doesn't often go wrong now because I know the size of my suitcase. We are at 1. Now it's time for me to do the final pack. Just realised I've forgotten something really important. I've forgotten to do my hand luggage. Oh.
While I rearrange my man bag, tell me how you keep things in order.
She's a bit like Hitler, to be honest. She's very regimented.
In my wardrobe, I've got all my shirts at one side, t-shirts, and then my jackets at one end.
Summer clothes, and then in tops, cardigans, jackets. My shoes are in shoe boxes, colour coordinated.
I will iron those underwear, just because I think it just looks... It's pretty to look at.
My makeup as well. Also in the box it has to be colour coordinated by cheek, eye and like foundation, and then everything else feels alright.
Since you are going to watch me have a wee, we might as well discuss some urinal etiquette while we're here. Now, the layman would look at these 6 urinals and think, it doesn't matter which urinal I go for, I'm just having a wee. You could not be more wrong, and you could not wee more wrong. I've gone in the corner, least dangerous splashback. 2 other men can come in while I'm in here. We can go at urinal number 4, we can go at urinal number 2. No one's got any risk of splashback, no one needs to be in vision of another man's vision. Of course, the dream scenario is over my right shoulder. Get yourself in a cubicle, get that door locked and bolted. You can get up to whatever you like in there, lads, and that's your own business. There's an implied weirdness, though. If there's men at urinals and you go in a cubicle for what is clearly audibly only a wee-wee, there's some implication that something's wrong down there and you need to hide that. There's nothing wrong. Sometimes I just don't want to have you wee on my hands. All right, Gary?
Now, legally, I can't comment on what goes on in the ladies'.
When I use public toilets, I have to go furthest away from the door. Like, I can't use the ones near the door. Which cubicle do you use?
I normally go for the second one because I figure the people that are busting go to the first one.
Well, I've heard that you should go to the first toilet in a cubicle. In a toilet.
Why?
Go to the first, because that's the one that everyone avoids. Because they think that everyone goes in there. You always go for the end one.
Cleanest.
One that doesn't smell.
That's why I chose to go to the university I went to, because I fell in love with their toilets.
But whichever one I do, I do hover.
As in hover over the seat? Or yeah, in a public toilet, always. Always.
Yeah, I'm a hover around. Yeah. Don't make skin contact.
I can't hover.
It's good for your thighs, though, if you do hover.
No. Toilet paper. I did the same as... Because I used to squat, and then you taught me that you put the toilet paper down like that.
In my experience, where there's germs, there's habits.
Hi, my name's Kurt. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Bishop Stortford in Hertfordshire. My habit can be quite expensive and it's very hygienic. My habit is wearing a new pair of pants every day. It's like some people say, like, a cup of coffee in the morning will start their day off really nice. Well, a fresh pair of boxers to me starts my day off nice. I spend roughly £15–20 a week on my boxers. David Beckham apparently has got the same habit as me. Apart from his boxers will be Calvin Klein, Versace, Louis Vuitton, and mine are Primark, Topman, Sainsbury's and Tesco's. If I get boxers for Christmas or for my birthday, I feel bad wearing them, sort of knowing they're going to go straight in the bin after. If there's no new boxers left in my drawer, then I will go commando to town and get some boxers, but I have to put them on as soon as I get home. Sometimes I'll put them on in my car. When I've got a clean pair of boxers on, it feels like I'm quite invincible, actually. At the end of the day, as long as you're happy in life, that's really what matters. I'm sure there's other people out there that've got worse habits than wearing a new pair of boxers every day.
Most people we asked said buying a new pair of pants was a monthly occurrence. No one said they wore a new pair every day, but 70% said that if pants were free, they would. So go on, Kurt, indulge yourself. You're worth it. Well, it's nearly the end of my day. But for others, things are only just getting started.
Hi, I'm Rachel, I'm 24 and I'm from Manchester. I am single and, yeah, I am looking for Mr. Right, and he's looking for me, hopefully.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night, that tonight's gonna be
It has to be perfect, it has to be. Really, really exciting. My habit is, I put makeup on before I go to bed. Ooh. I had a dream once and I met this guy and I looked dreadful, dreadful, and it felt so real, the dream, that I was like, I bet he just thought, oh, look at that girl, she's not really my type. And I thought, well, if I was looking quite stunning, then, you know, he might have gone for me. Most women want to meet that perfect man, so there must be some way that they seek that or they search for that, and this is my way. I wake up smiling, I go to sleep smiling, it's brilliant. He's somewhere. I just need to find... No, he needs to find me. There you go.
I'm almost scared to ask, but what do you lot get up to at bedtime?
I have to have a pair of socks on before I go to bed, even if I've got nothing else on.
I tend to find I go upstairs, get into bed, set my alarm, last thing I do, and then think, did I?
My pillows have to be a certain way.
Do I switch off the kettle?
We tend to use the same toothbrush.
Is the oven door shut?
The pillows, 4 of them, puffed up. White one, red one, there it goes.
Is the timer on the combi boiler still on?
I have to have a tissue under the pillow. I will never use it, but it just has to be there.
Switches off. Check my alarm once more, and then that's me.
The last thing you take off is your pants. You get onto your right foot, you kick them up in the air, you catch them, and you put them in the washing basket.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think that was a pretty perfect day. But there's only one way to be absolutely sure of your achievements.
Nothing really beats crossing something off a list. I will go to the lengths of writing things on a list that really have no business being on a list, save for the fact that crossing them off makes you feel better. Today's to-do list, for example, includes highlights such as write list, you've done it, cross it off. Number 2, eat toast. I did it, I'm proud of it, I crossed it off. Number 3, have shower. That's more of a public courtesy. Number 4 is done, and as you can see now, only one thing left to achieve. Bit of a waiting game, this one. No sign.
So I think it's safe to say that we do all have freaky little habits. And if you don't, I strongly suggest you get one.
Good night, world.
Next tonight on BBC 3, we're revealing more dodgy scams in The Real Hustle.
Goodbye makeup. Hello machine gun. What's life like for a girl on the front line?
Troops in contact.
Busy setting up the ammunition, we've got a mission down. Prepare 5 rounds.
We do a lot of battlefield trauma, so a lot of gunshot wounds, a lot of blast injuries.
The personal and compelling stories of 4 girls at war. Girls on the Front Line. Thursday at 9 on BBC 3 TV and online.